Hello everyone, today I'll be introducing you to a topic that has had a lot of debate recently, YouTube's copyright claim system. If you've heard any discussion about this before, you've probably wondered about questions like, why was it created, how does it work, and how closely it follows actual copyright laws. Well, you're in luck, because I've got some answers for you. First, a little bit of context. The newly created public video sharing platform named YouTube already had some systems in place to prevent copyright issues on the website, but the creators soon realized how popular their website was becoming and decided to create a product that can check every uploaded video to ensure that none contains stolen material. On October 2007, YouTube's Content ID algorithm was launched and replaced a great deal of workers who manually reviewed the videos, but Content ID created new jobs as well. If the algorithm decided that a video did contain stolen content, it would give the video a copyright claim. Creators who feel like the algorithm has made an error can repeal the claim by contacting human workers at YouTube's office. Well then, how precisely does the Content ID algorithm follow the United States copyright laws? It's actually a lot smarter than your first impression may have been. According to the Constitution's take of copyright, two pieces of art may be created based on the same idea without any issues, but if one work is based on another, it can be a violation of copyright. There is one exception to this though, fair use. Namely, there are three factors that would allow an original creation to be featured in another without any copyright claims. If the original source is modified, if the newer source will be generating revenue, and if large amounts of the original source will be included in the newer one. If the answer to any of these questions is a yes, then it will be more likely to be copyright claimed. For example, say a student needs to write a research paper which features a direct quote from their textbook. This is totally fine as long as the work is cited. However, in many YouTube videos, borrowed material isn't cited, and it's usually modified with the goal to generate revenue for the creator. This is where Content ID will step in and label the video with a copyright claim. So, is it morally correct to borrow content from others? Well, there isn't a cut and dry answer to this question. Most people who take from others don't feel guilty because they don't realize what they're doing is wrong, or they feel like crediting the source is good enough. But the artists of the original work may feel worried that their creation would be used in another's art and become more popular or would generate more money than their own, leaving them feeling cheated out of their deserved earnings. And honestly, both sides are right here. As the ethical theory of relativism states, all opinions are correct, and we see that in this scenario. YouTube creators use other people's work to improve their own videos in a way that benefit the community, but then situations where others lose their rights to their own videos occur. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that aims to make all parties happy, but this is not possible in most common copyright law scenarios. Either the old creator is cheated out of their desired earnings, or the newer creator is unable to share their ideas based on the older creator's work. This can only be achieved if the older creator labels their work as public domain. This allows newer creators to use the old creator's work without fear of repercussions. Finally, the newer creator can express their ideas freely, and the older creator can enjoy seeing their work featured in other works. Alternatively to public domain, the ethical theory of egoism states that individuals will work only for their own self-interests. In a scenario like this, all new YouTube videos would have to be completely unique and couldn't include any outside sources, because no one would label their videos as public domain in the hopes of earning as much revenue as possible. The ethical theory of objectivism is similar to egoism in that people work towards their own self-interests, but it makes more references to the creation of art through the interpretation of a person's own ideas. The purpose of creating this art is to spread the ideas behind the art's creation to others, meaning that in this scenario, public domain would be more prevalent so that more interpretations of art could be shared with others. In short, Content ID follows copyright laws very closely and does account for fair use. One should take note of the ethical theories that were considered during the design of this copyright algorithm and understand why there is never an exact answer to whether or not an artist should borrow from another's work to make their own point. And imagine, if every single creation had to be unique, when would humanity run out of ideas to express?